Hello everybody, my name is Shadow Reaper 744 and welcome back to Skyrim. Now I'm going to have a quick video today because, well, what I'm going over is not really that big of a thing. It's like, or I wouldn't say it's that big of a thing. I mean, it's an Easter egg that I'm going to be doing in this video. It's also, I'm going to be doing a couple other things because this Easter egg does involve a couple other things that you can do. And I also have something else to discuss. But I'm going to get right to the quick of it. I have an Easter egg for all of you, which I just mentioned a second ago. And it's called the Shell Bug Easter egg. Now, most of you probably haven't figured this out yet, but there is 2 shell bugs of what I am informed of. Now, I've only managed to get 1 shell bug, but the other one, I have no idea where it is. But I do know where one is that you can get during the Dawnguard DLC. So you're going to want to have the Dawnguard DLC. So first, before you do anything, you're going to want to have a pickaxe on your hands. And I'll tell you why in a second. This loading screen was smaller, or not smaller, but shorter, it would be very nice. But no, apparently you gotta sit through this entire thing. Stupid. I swear. There. Now. Well, this is stupid. I came here at the wrong time. But, you know, you don't have to go to a blacksmith for a, pickaxe. You can find it anywhere inside mines, just laying on the ground, on enemies. It doesn't matter. It just, as long as you have a pickaxe on your hands, this is the fastest way to get it.
I don't claim looking to protect yourself or deal with damage.
I want your pickaxes. Give me your pickaxe. Oh, there it is. 14 gold. That's not that much. So, after when you've had your pickaxe, you're going to want to go and do the Dawnguard quest line so that you can get to the Forgotten Vale. Now, if you've already gotten the Dawnguard quest line and you've been to the Forgotten Vale and you just haven't found this Easter egg yet, then, you know, you can just go back, because you can return at any point. But I thought the first time through would be a little bit more fun. So, now that I'm back here, like, if this is your first time coming through, you'll appear and, like, you know, just follow up here until you get to this pit. But if you're just coming back, then, you know, do what I'm doing and come down this little mountain right here. And you keep going this way until you reach this part, this little ice puddle right here. And then you go past this tree trunk and keep going over here. And you should end up running into a cave over here, right there. And there is a farmer right in the front. And you're going to want to kill him. But he's not the big deal about the place. He's not the hardest enemy here. Because the real hard enemies are these little flying Churians or whatever they're called. Yeah, these are Carius, or I don't know how to pronounce their names. They're like, I have no idea. I've always called them Churiuses, but I don't know if that's the real name. And then in here, there's like 3 or 4 of them that like to pop up. I'm just gonna punch these things to explode. Oh. Dead. Okay. Now that that is done with, and then after, actually, I forgot to mention that once you get in here, after you're done killing all the enemies, you can go up here and then pull this little rope release, or if I could look at it, rope release. And it'll open up that little entrance that is up right there that my cursor is on. Now, if you don't really want to fight these things and you're trying to come here at like a really fast level so you can get the shell bug stuff, then, or see the shell bug Easter egg, then you can just jump across that, come over in here, speed through, and then close it right here. You know, close this. It closes in on them and they can't get in. But that's also the problem, is that they're gonna bother you once you get out. But so now that you came in here, you turn right and then you come right here. Now I do want to mention one more thing. This thing looks kind of similar, huh? It looks similar to a farmer hut that has a ton of farmer stuff in it. Yeah, that's a little strange, isn't it? That this shell bug looks like the farmer huts. Well, I'll get to why that is in a second. But first, once you take your pickaxe, once you came in here and, you know, obviously you can see that you can mine it. You can't kill it. I mean, you can try to kill it. It's invincible. What's she mining? Oh, is she trying to mine this thing? Yeah, because this is what you do. You come up and you click on its head. Then you mine it. Okay, apparently it's not wanting to come out for some reason. Okay, let's click it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now that you finally killed the last living, or one of the last living shell bugs, now you can take your reward, the shellbug chitin. The shellbug chitin. It's pretty nice looking if I could find it. Looks like this. Okay. You know, it doesn't really look the best, but it's not really only used for glamour. You can use it for something else, which most people probably already saw before. It's called a shellbug helmet, and it looks pretty cool. And it goes with a set of armor that looks pretty nice. But before I go and make it for you guys, so that, you know, you can see what it is if you haven't seen it before, or if you have, you can finally make it. But before I leave here, I would like to say, these things look like the huts that the farmer live in. And I have a theory why that is. My short little tiny theory is that the farmer just plain out killed the rest of these things and put them as their huts. Like, they killed them, carved out their insides, and made them their huts. Or unless the developers at Bethesda decided to get lazy and just put a face on the little huts, and, you know, it's a completely different thing, but they do kind of look similar to shell bugs. The huts do, at least. So, you know, the farmer could have done that, or could have been something else. I have no idea. But now that you got your shellbug chitin, you can just go back out here and then leave this place. And then you want to go to a thing. You want to go to whatchamacallit? You're gonna want to go to a blacksmith place, a blacksmith forge, which I choose the one in Riverwood, seeing as how you get some free materials there if you side with the Imperials. It's pretty nice. So, Handers. Takes forever. that's over with the loading screen, you're going to want to go up to any blacksmith's forge, go into Mystic, and see the Shellbug helmet right there. It looks kind of like the Shellbug face, except you don't have the, all big 3 eyes with the big face and whatnot, but you only have these. Now you're also going to want to have 2 iron ingots, which I actually, oh wait, no, I did side with the Imperials. Boom. Take 2 iron ingots, and then you go over here and make it. Now you can only make, like, 2 of these things. Or 3 of these things, I think, because you get 3 from each of them. So, yeah, you can only make 3 of these things. So you can take 1 and put it on you, take 1 and put it on your follower, and take the other one and put it in your house on a mannequin. Now, the reason why this is such a great helmet, why I'm saying how, or let me speak in coherent thoughts. This is what I was trying to say. This is the strongest helmet in the game. It has the best base armor rating in the entire game. Now, the reason why that is for one, you're using a rare Shellbug armor, or Shellbug shell. You're using a rare Shellbug shell. It's pretty nice. I mean, with the complete set of armor, it triples its effectiveness. So, not only will you be having a ton of armor rating, but you also look pretty cool in the process. It's a pretty nice helmet. Obviously, I don't have it equipped right now, but that's because... Oh, wait, I should have equipped it. But it looks like that. Right now, it looks kind of stupid. But, if you have it with the complete set of the armor that it goes with, it will be better. Now, it goes with 2 sets of armor that I found out so far. Falmer armor, the Falmer heavy armor, which I have... I can't remember off the top of my head where it is, but I will show on my map if I can. It's in a Dwemer Ruined, I think, right here. I think this is the Dwemer Ruin that you find it in. You go over here, you go inside, and then you go through this whole long dungeon place until you get to a certain spot that I can't really show right now. I'll make another separate video on how to get the Falmer armor. But, as of right now, can't really explain anything else. And then the other set of armor is called the Falmer Warmonger armor, which goes better with the helmet, which I should equip again just to show you guys. It goes better with it because the helmet, I would say, merges into the armor, makes it look like a complete set, instead of the Falmer armor where it's shows more skin than it. My nose is stuffy. It shows more skin than, the actual armor, so. In the Falmer, Warmonger armor's got more armor rating, so you get more out of the armor itself. It's pretty nice. And I still can't tell you where the Falmer Warmonger armor is, so I'll have to make another separate video on that, which I think I'll just have to include in the Falmer armor episode, which I might do after this. And I'm also going to say one more thing, guys. I am going to not play Darksiders 2 anymore, and I'm not going to be playing any other game anymore besides Skyrim and maybe Oblivion, if I have the time to do that. Because Skyrim has a lot of things going on, and I would like to get me a piece of the action of explaining things, having theories of certain mysterious people in the game, and other stuff, like where to find Diedrich artifacts, which, if you all just, comment and recommend on what I should find for you, then I will do it. If, that is, you want to know. Unless you want me to find a certain person and explain a theory that I have on them. So, now, with that conclusion, I have showed you one of the final creatures in the game, and if you've slaughtered them already, congrats to you, because now they're going to be extinct. But still, I'm not here to judge. I mean, they're pretty powerful. Or their shell is, at least. But you know, hey, what's he gonna do? The Dragonborn wants to have power, and that's the best helmet in the game, so take it. And with that, I have to end this video here. I hope you all thought it was helpful, and I will see you in my next video, which is where to find the Falmer armor and the Falmer Warmonger armor. And is that a wolf? No, that is a person. A blooded vampire. Yeah, there. That's an epic conclusion to a video. No one could ever want any better than to see a cleavagely exposed, you know, vampire, because apparently their, you know, armor isn't really that armor effective though. And now I gotta fight another vampires. Wow, this is just going great, huh? Could you not? Could you just not? Just leave me alone. Okay, you know what? She's starting to annoy me. Come here, you. Come here, you. Get out of here. Stupid vampire. But, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.